So we're going to get out of our heads and we're going to make bread. You need a tablespoon of yeast. You can buy the jarred yeast. We're not doing starter yet. Okay, let's take our time here. About a tablespoon and a half of sugar. That's what I used. It works for me. I used about a tablespoon and a half of oil. And you use about 2 cups of warm water. You whisk it together so that the fermentation can begin, so that the reaction can begin. And then you're going to start measuring out your 4 cups of flour and then your half a cup of bread flour. I like to add the half a cup of bread flour because it just makes the bread bouncier and more stable. You can go ahead and just do 4.5 cups of regular all-purpose flour instead. It'll be fine, okay? So I do this because I had an allergic reaction when I was in my 20s. It's a part of my condition. I've had many allergic reactions, but I'll tell you about this one where I ate a jar of tomato sauce and ended up having to walk to the hospital, which I lived like 2 minutes away from, and was admitted immediately. So here's some bread that I made that it got blocked in the oven by the oven grate, so it didn't get to expand to its full happiness. But you're going to see the loaf that comes up after this is much better. And I'm just adding my lemon and turmeric and jam here that I made by accident. I thought it was going to be a syrup. It's not. It's jam. The pectin is high in lemons. So this is the yeast. It's already risen. I was telling you about my allergic reaction and how I was admitted to the hospital. And they thought I was allergic to pine nuts, but I wasn't. When I went to the allergist, I was allergic to a preservative or thickener. That's what she said. That was in the sauce that I had purchased to make myself like spaghetti at home. Now, I notice a pattern here because I have a relative, several, who've had allergic reactions to preservatives and severe allergic reactions to preservatives. So when I start to feel unwell in my stomach, I know it has to do with what I'm eating. And I just decided that with the cost of everything, you can see here, like, you really just got to get in and knead your dough. It's not kneading it. I pick it up, I stretch it, and I fold it into itself. You can see that here. I hope you guys are liking my commentary. This is a long video, but I want you to see that, like, you see how garbage I'm treating it right now? You're just stretching it and folding it into itself. And I'm kind of averted by the stickiness. Usually I wear gloves, but I ran out of gloves. So you really can't mess this up, because watch, that's what my finished product is. It's 2 balls. That's 2 loaves. I separate it ahead of time. And it's still super sticky, but I watched someone else make it, and like, it needs to be sticky for it to be delicious. So I let it rise for about an hour because I have no patience. And then I do the same thing. I slap it and fold it into itself. Like, you see all the weirdness I'm doing here. Wait until you see the pretty loaf after this. Okay? You're like, what is she doing? This is not a special technique. This is called, I don't want to eat the preservative-filled bread in the grocery store. Let the mice have it. I just, no, not even the mice need to have it. But anyways, this is what I do. And now my kids rush home after school to make peanut butter and jam sandwiches. And why? Because I make jam too. And tomorrow I'm making jam. We're almost out of jam, and I know I'm going to be out of it after they come home and there's fresh bread. So this is what it looks like at the second rise. You tent your bread loaves with foil so they don't over brown on top, because then my kids will not eat it. They're very picky. They didn't even like to eat it last time because the shape of it was weird. So, yay, autism. But this time the shape is nice. I think I'm on my A game. I didn't forget to add salt. I took the tent off and let it brown for about 3 minutes in the oven. So I took it out after a total of 33 minutes. Then I put it on a wire grate. I take mine out of the pan like 2 minutes or a minute after it's been out of the oven. And look at it. And you saw what I did to the flour. I just mushed it together and then I just slapped it and folded it into each other. Repetitively. With no special technique. So you can do this. And I'm telling you, as a single mom, I buy flour and sugar once a month. And then I just keep, I have 2 boys, so I keep buying fruit and meat. I buy my dry stuff once a month and I buy fruit and meat. And then I just make bread because I stay home, right? And if I'm home, I would rather do it myself. I just make plans to, you got to figure